And welcome to Houston, Texas, home of the fourth biggest population in the United States. I'm Ed Cohen with the man of the people. He is Jay Williams.
All right, Ed, I see you. New York, L.A., Chicago, Houston right there. I'll tell you what else is big. Rocket Nation, and they're ready to rumble.
Taking over the globe and maybe taking over this game tonight. Jay, Rockets in the West, Celtics in the East. Where do these teams stand right now?
The Houston Rockets are championship ready right now. The Boston Celtics are still 1 year away. You get Kyrie Irving back, you get Gordon Hayward back. With the youth development that we've seen from the likes of Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is turning into one of the best two-way guards in the NBA. His name will be associated with the likes of a Paul George or Jimmy Butler. He is that talented. With that development and Jason Tatum and Al Horford and Terry Rozier, this team is well on their way.
Have to remember Tatum, Brown, both third overall picks in back-to-back seasons, both entering the NBA at the age of 19. Harden with it up top. Down two. Capella to Paul. Harden. Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend. Irving into the front court. Leads a bucket. Tatum shot misses. Paul with it up top. Looking to make something happen to P.J. Tucker. Paul, a pass taken away by the Celtics.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
To P.J. Tucker. Celtics come away with it. Rockets have it. He gets it.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Surveys the floor. Irving. His first effort off the mark. Harden with the basketball. Just under a minute to go in a low score. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court, it's Irving. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Screen coming. Runner's good there.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Tucker. To Harden. 4-3 with James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
From 18 feet, at the buzzer, there it is, Al Horford. Missed his first, that one goes. Long heave from three-quarters court. That ends the first quarter with the Rockets in front. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Screen coming with the rock. It's Chris Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Horford to Marcus Smart. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Marcus Smart at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Oops, he missed the first one. No good. Missed them both. Now Paul with the basketball. Up 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Harden. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Here comes the screen. From long range. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Screen coming. To Irving. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Irving. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Ooh, Chris Paul. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. And he'll head to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Oh yeah, I like that.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Houston takes over.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. Look, I got him.
Here comes the screen. Paul to Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. Al Horford snares the rebound. Irving with the basketball. Now down 6. Nice pass to get things going.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Harden into the front court. He'll run the offense to Capella. It's Paul for 2. Rebound for Smart. Irving. Aaron Baines powers it through.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Here's CP3. Wide open look, won't go. Time expires to end the first half. The Rockets with the lead.
Thanks, Ed. The Rockets have the lead
but not by much.
And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Celtics
Are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters.
I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Points in the paint.
I found it to be a refreshing first half of basketball. In the age of analytics and the 3-ball, it was nice to see guys battling for points in the paint.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving to Horford. Sizing up the defense. Irving. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Tatum, tough shot. He hits.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
To P.J. Tucker. Harden. Won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Harden in possession. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. Celtics have it. Screen coming. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the right corner. Trying to cash in. Tatum's shot no good. Harden in possession. His guys now down by a point. Paul to P.J. Tucker. And a pass stolen by Boston.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Paul. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Gordon with a shot off the mark.
And would you like to be in the lead? Of course you would, but still, I like the fact that you got an open shot. Eventually, those will start going in.
To Marcus Smart. The drive, right to the basket. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Tucker. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. There it is. Al Horford. Consistent effort. He's at 50%. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way with the Celtics in front.
Always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Paul into the front court. His guys down 3. To Harden. Add 2 points to the board. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To Horford. P.J. Tucker swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Paul into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Tatum. Man, that was a tough shot.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Paul to Harden. Has a chance. James Harden. He's 3 for 7.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Harden. He was all over him. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
It's a victory here for the Celtics, as they just squeak this one out by a point. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics took this down to the wire before getting the win. They were very opportunistic on defense, and it earned them a bunch of steals. Those first turnovers made all of the difference. The Rockets finished on the losing end of a close score.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they miss. This was a tough game to lose.
Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Baines did not shy away from contact in this game. He did the dirty work, getting plenty of rebounds to help his team get the win.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.